conversation today is quite interesting. And I dare say that's because it's relatable to all of us. And if you cannot relate, maybe you're just a superhuman we all do not know we have around us. So here is it. We're having a conversation with setting boundaries with money, when to say no. Without saying so much, we will set the stage with two scenarios. As you know already, my name is Mokwe Fashaki. Now, what other person would I be if I told you something was relatable and I had no personal story to tell? So I'm going to be the bad cop and tell you a story about me. And our good cop will be Emma, the moral lesson for today's story, the one you should emulate actually. So here is my story. Many years ago, this story is set in Nigeria. Now let me set the context for you. The average party, let's choose a wedding party, that's about the most elaborate party anyway. A wedding party will have guests that are required to follow a certain dress code, elaborate dress code. You would have to get some accessories that align with the dress code, get your hair done, get makeup done. So on this occasion, I got home after work, and as I drove into the compound, I received a parcel that says I have a delivery. I wasn't expecting anything. Apparently, a bride whom I do not know, but knew a mutual of mine, sent me the fabric for her wedding. Now, here is it. The situation, it's often not just paying for the fabric. Sometimes the cost of making the fabric is as expensive as the cost of buying the fabric. Your design aside, the tailors would bill you in accordance with the quality and cost of the fabric. Then you get the accessories, you get your hair done, you get makeup done. Sometimes you have to travel down and book a hotel. Then you get gifts. There are times you sit down and ask yourself frank questions. Why is my budget this expensive when I'm not even the bride or the groom? But you know what? Many of us are trapped in the Instagram lifestyle, and you just go ahead and get this huge expenditure that is totally avoidable. But the satisfaction of looking good and posting for Instagram can be crippling and can make you delay your sense of good judgment. Now, again, remember my story. I did not know the bride that well. I could have said no, take the fabric back. And I did say no, take the fabric back, but I wasn't firm enough. Why couldn't I say no? Or why was my no not firm enough and respected? It was because I had deference to the mutual the bride knew. I held her in high esteem and I didn't want to offend her. How many times have you said yes to that brunch date, the dinner, the friend's birthday dinner, some girls' trip vacation? Your guys are having a bachelor's party somewhere in Cancun and it's just $1,500 just drop in and drop out. But it was never your budget for the year, not even your miscellaneous budget. You just took it on your credit card. How many of us have credit card bills racking up to tens of thousands that we cannot explain for with a certificate or a business? Have you even taken the time to check the interest rates on your credit card bills? Now, to the best of my knowledge, I'm not a financial advisor, but credit card debt is one of the most expensive debts I know for an individual. You don't want to carry it over. Now let's review Emma. Emma seemed to be smarter than I was. Emma had worked for 5 years and she had a goal to save up for a down payment for a home. At the end of the 5th year, Emma was nowhere close to achieving her goals. So she booked a meeting with her financial planner, and when she audited her finances for the past 5 years, Emma saw where she was bleeding heavily on miscellaneous, unbudgeted, discretionary expenses. Following an audit of her finances for the past 5 years, Emma realized that she went on 6 birthday trips per year on average. She had lots of dine-outs and brunch dates and hangouts with friends, most of whom she had fallen out with. So she devised a plan. No more than 2 brunch dates in a month. Instead of dinners and hangouts, Emma would suggest, let's go to a park, let's go for a swim, let's eat at home, come over to my home, invite me to your home, let's cook something, let's cook together. Emma cancelled birthday trips, and her vacation was just once a year. Following a 6-month review, Emma realized that she would be short of a goal because she hadn't blocked one area of leakage. Her guess is right: family expenses. Emma struggled to say no to family, just like I struggled to say no to the mutual I held in high esteem. To Emma, it felt selfish to say no to your loved ones when you have the money on you. Deep down, Emma was scared of being labeled stingy and being ostracized by her loved ones. A sense of community and need for belonging is a valid one for all of us. However, on one weekend, Emma's brother called her for some money to go hang out with his friends. And Emma tried to put her lessons learned to the test. She told him, no, I don't have a budget for it. As you would expect, her brother wasn't pleased. But what followed was something Emma did not imagine could happen. What do you even do for anybody around here? That was his retort to her, and Emma was heartbroken. But that was an eye-opening moment for her when she realized that not saying no to people doesn't mean they would realize you're saying yes to them. Emma had no money lying fallow to satisfy the pleasures of her loved ones. But you know how the story ended. Emma has a home today. Now let's bring it home. Do you really need that Chanel bag? Or do you really need to follow the Instagram hashtag guess how much, guess the brand? Do you really need 3 vacations in a year? Listen, I love the good life. It's good to enjoy when you can afford it, when you have a plan for it. But setting the limits with money would mean starting the experiment with yourself. Say no to your wants and saying yes to your needs. Saying yes to your goals. Saying yes to your investments and growing bigger so you could accommodate more wants. Saying no to other people so that you could have valid, genuine relationships around you and not what you bought with your money. Maybe that could help you understand people around you better and know people who like you for you versus people who are just using you for a motive. Why not be like Emma and book that call with your financial advisor and begin setting the limit in practical terms, starting with yourself. Let's talk soon. Bye.